trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Drew Holiday at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To Levine, trying to cash in. He's looking for that touch. To Ball. And look out.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Young. Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
New Orleans will take it up.
I got him. Here we go.
Great looking vision. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Over to the right side. Young. Thaddeus Young. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
Lonzo with it. Looking to make something happen. Oh, Carter with the rejection. That's out of bounds off a Bull. Finish that. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Has a look. Okafor shot misses. Levine to Porter. Can't get past the defender. Short jumper off the mark. Lonzo controls the offense to Holiday. Shot from the lane won't go. Levine.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. To Zach Levine. 4-3. Zach Levine forcing that one there. Well defended. Holiday in possession. Lead is 2. Slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Spins and scores.
Nasty. You better remember his number and not let that happen again.
Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. Drew Holiday missed his first. That one goes.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Wendell Carter. Nice pass to set things up.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Let's cut.
Holiday has a chance. Shot by Ingram misses.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
From the painted area, won't go down.
My ball. Here we go. My ball.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And a putback slam.
And it's still early in this game, but you can't send the wrong message to the offense by letting them think they can own the glass.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark in you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And gets both to drop at the line.
Number 31.
Holiday controls the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Oh, Lonzo Ball. 2 of 4 now.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Goes to the right side. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. Short. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way.
Throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Oh, Lonzo Ball. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
For 3, that's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Count the bucket for 2.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Trying to cash in, and he buries it.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
To Ball. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Chicago with the possession. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw is good to cap off the 3-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Ball into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Holiday. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have something. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Young. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebound gathered by Holiday. Ball with it up top. Up 6. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
Shek Diallo. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. Off the mark on the first free throw.
Number 45, Denzel Valentine. Subbing in for the Pelicans. Number 4.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. It's Chicago ball. To Porter. Beyond the arc for 3. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
To Porter. Fires the 3. That's the length at his spot for Otto Porter. Man on him, he still buries it.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
To Young. Thaddeus Young. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
The assist from number 11, Drew Holiday.
To Wendell Carter. Short jumper misses. To Redick. Here's a chance from long range. That's playing with fire. J.J. Redick, wide open. Good luck.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start dragging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Off the assist.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
Oh, he's 3 for 3 to start this game from downtown.
Nothing the defense is doing is making him uncomfortable. As an offensive guy, I love starting the game, finding my rhythm.
To Porter. Young. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Shot going up. Box out, box out.
Holiday with a shot that won't fall.
Hey, this is my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball. I got ball.
To Young. From long range. 13 points here in the first quarter alone. He's knocked down 3 threes.
The defense better buckle in. This is going to be a long game. Expect each possession the offense to call the same play.
To Holiday. Has a look. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
Team shops, including the fan favorite throwback jerseys. Get one for yourself before they're all gone.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Subbing in.
To Chris Dunn. Can't connect.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
J.J. Redick. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Wide open look, won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
Fires the 3, not getting the bounce. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
It's Pelicans ball. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Sets him up. Gets to the basket and scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Young. 4-3. Had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark. Going to launch beyond the arc. Redick with it. Leads 1. No.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs wondering where the foul was every time.
Dunn to Young. For three. Off the iron. No good. Holiday. He throws it down.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up.
Almost. Unlucky bounce. So we're through one here at Smoothie King Center with the Pelicans on top. Jay and I back with more after this. It's NBA Monday on EA Sports. Second quarter about to start. Jay, this has felt like a game of horse. It was shot for shot in the opening period.
The pace of this game has been prolific. As a fan, I love to watch. As a coach, I would be pulling my hair out. These players would drive me crazy. I need to see some defense, please.
I don't want to ask this question. What hair?
Why would you ask it then if you don't want to ask?
Just going there.
Okay. Well, you went there.
Redick to Holiday. And the rebound taken in by Young. To Markkanen. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
The assist from number 4, J.J. Redick.
Levine to Markkanen. Zach Levine doing what he does best.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
New Orleans has it.
I got him. Block up, block up.
To Holiday. Drew Holiday. He's 3 for 7.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
To Young. Lets it fly from long range. Another chance. Swings it. Levine. Now that's a contest. Redick with it. Down by 1. To Holiday. The jumper's off the mark. To Chris Dunn. And the rebound comes down to New Orleans. Holiday in possession. Down a point. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. He gets it.
The 7th pick overall, Lauri Markkanen had an exquisite rookie season. Ending the year, all-rookie first team. Even executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
Redick. And throws it down. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
To Young. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Hart to Holiday. Redick to Holiday. Lauri Markkanen pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Young. Around the perimeter to Chris Dunn. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot there for Chris Dunn. No good. Young. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making...
Let's go, fellas. It's go time.
Entering the game for the New Orleans Pelicans, number 2,
Levine. Kicks it around the perimeter to Levine. Fires the three. Zach Levine, good on the quick release that time.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
I'll take that.
Bulls with it
Don't even play with me. See, you can't guard you.
to Zach Levine. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
The free throw, good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Clark with it. Looking to make something happen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
And counted at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Clark with it. Trailing by 10.
Close out, close out.
Gets a look. Can't hit.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Jumper's good.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
To Levine. Here's a chance from long range. Zach Levine forcing that one there. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Lobs it up. Holiday controls the basketball. Down 12. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Drew Holiday. Couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. 2 for 2 on that trip. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Holiday. Fires the 3. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
4-3. Offensive board to Zach LaVine. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound taken by New Orleans. Holiday in possession. His guys trail by 13. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Ian Clark sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
New Orleans going to take it up to Holiday. Off the assist.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Desperation shot here from half court. First half in the books. It has been all Bulls.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bulls have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible, and if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Chicago Bulls. The Pelicans have kept it close after 1 half. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Bulls are in a... All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Bulls have it.
Hey, switch that guy.
LaVine to Young. Count the basket at the rim.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Holiday controls the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
To Holiday. Deep left corner for 3. That's rebounded by Chicago. Levine. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance on that play.
Pelicans basketball.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up. I got ball.
Holiday. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Young. To Levine. Lets it fly from long range, and Zach Levine. Tough make that time, but you can't fault the defender as he hits the three.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Holiday. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
My ball.
Levine. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Okafor with the rebound. Holiday in possession. Down a bundle.
Oh, yeah, me and you.
Beyond the arc for three. Not going down here. Fires the three. Missed it. Holiday controls the basketball. He'll run the offense. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Young. Here's a chance from long range. Buries the trifecta.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
J.J. Redick. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Holiday. And Young able to secure the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Pelicans have the basketball. Holiday. Shot from the lane won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Wendell Carter. From long range. Is good.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Porter. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. 4-3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. And finishes strong.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Thaddeus Young at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 67%. First try, no good. Oh, he missed on a pair.
And number 14, Brandon Ingram.
A drive-by ball, but he can't finish. Follows his own shot with that one. Nice follow-up. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Wendell Carter powers it through.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Watch Cutter.
To ball. Short jumper stays out. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Zach LaVine. Porter. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound cleared by Ingram. Knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Substitutions, Chicago. Stepping in for the New Orleans Pelicans, number 3.
For three. Not that time. He missed it. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Lets it fly from long range. Not that time.
This always happens. You knock down a lot of shots in the first half, and in the second half, you start to lose your rhythm. You need to have the legs. Shoot at the pinnacle of that jumper.
Bulls with the rock. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Cleans it up, working the outside. Beyond the arc for three. He'll take that any day.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Down the lane to lay it in.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot in.
Fires the three, can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Markkanen. To Porter. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Chicago basketball. To Markkanen. From long range. This young man with a great stroke, even when it's well defended.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Hart. Oh, nice find for the basket.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
Now pass stolen by the Pelicans.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Porter. Okafor with the rebound.
I got him. I got ball. Let's go. Let's play deep. Play deep. Come on.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Porter. Fires the three. Offensive rebound on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Everything about Porter is so low-key. No social media, and he's one of the few high-caliber NBA players that manages to stay out of the public eye while producing at an elite level in a number of categories.
Hey, double screen.
To Josh Hart. 4-3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Bulls with the basketball. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Clark with it. Trailing by 14. From the painted area. Won't go down. Marking it to Wendell Carter. Nothing going here on that drive. For three. Not done yet. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Lets it fly from long range. Cleans it up. Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Deep three at the buzzer. The Bulls take this one as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls won this game after a close finish. What really stands out for me is how many three-pointers were scored. Everyone in the arena should have been given a free umbrella for the way they made it rain from long range. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Chicago Bulls. The Pelicans just couldn't close this one out. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the remaining games. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing